Hey everybody!
It's 1 in the morning as we have finally finished watching Captain America
Civil War. And
Yo,
oh, so much happens. Oh,
people's souls. The people's souls, Julius. That was...
I
Yo.
really liked it.
I'm not gonna lie, this is... I mean, I'm pretty sure there can be improvements. It's not a perfect movie. But... This is a pretty good ground for how you do a superhero versus superhero-esque kind of movie.
It was badass too. And it was badass, it made me think, but not in a pretentious, overly complicated way.
Yeah, and the thing is too, is that, again, like I said from a while ago, this issue is very arguable. So superheroes be under the control of the government? Should they be able to do whatever the fuck they want? You can argue either.
And also that there are consequences to, you know, being, I guess, what the government would label as vigilantes.
Mm-hmm.
But it made it simple, not pretentious, and I even laughed. I cried several times.
So, okay, real quick, general,
non-spoiler-ish thoughts. I really recommend this movie. It's a little it's a little dialogue heavy at the beginning. So it might require a couple of rewatches, but it's worth it though.
The thing is, you have to, obviously, at this point, you have to have watched most of the Marvel movies to understand what's going on.
At the very least, Ultron, the previous Captain America.
Yeah, at the very least, you have to, like, watch Captain America. I want to say Ultron. Avengers, the first one.
And of course, you know, just for shits and giggles, Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Just because.
Well, the thing is, you have to watch these movies in order to fully grasp what's going on, alright? But the thing is, though, is that, say you didn't watch these movies, right? They kind of cover the reasons behind what's going on anyway. In a quick flash of, what,
a few
5
seconds?
minutes?
Sometimes in a few seconds.
Yeah, that's true. Like, 5 minutes, they talk about, this is the reason why we need the Sokovia Accords. 5-minute flash of why we need the Sokovia Accords.
It's very plain and simple. Like, the government tells us what to do, but reason why we don't like it is because what if we need to go somewhere?
Yeah, what if the government doesn't want us to go over there?
And we see clear examples where this Sokovia Accord is screwing them up.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
And and we were able to do this in 10 minutes compared to what movie? We're
not here to talk about that movie.
Okay, but yeah.
But I will mention, we don't have to watch Bruce Wayne get introduced for 40 fucking minutes again. Hey! And shots fired! Anyway.
And everybody got introduced very nicely.
Definitely.
I loved it. And
we got to see Peter Parker and...
Black Panther.
I keep forgetting what's his name. I forget his name.
Ant-Man?
No.
Or Wanda?
Not Wanda. I'm talking about Black Panther's real name.
T'Challa?
Yeah, I can't... This movie is able to successfully introduce both Peter Parker and T'Challa in a span of, I want to say, a few minutes. You get an idea of what these characters are and what they do. We don't have to watch we don't have to watch Uncle Ben die for the 5th or 7th bajillionth time.
We know this already.
We don't have to, you know, unlike BVS, because we're gonna do it, okay? We don't have, we had to sit there and we had to watch Batman's parents die again. And look, guys, we understand, we need to establish Batman's universe, but we know about it. And the thing is, it's like, well, Aunt May is kind of young. They do play off the fact that, hey, she's kind of surprisingly attractive. And they do some pretty nice fourth wall breaks, if I do say so myself.
And also, Peter's young, so
he's he's actually not too terribly old.
Yeah, so I could believe that Aunt May is that young looking.
It's pretty fun.
And like, also, if you think that's a spoiler, there's already pictures of her on the internet. So.
Yeah. And here's the thing too, is that despite how young she looks, when you get there is one point where you get a very close up of her face, you can tell she looks somewhat old. There's some wrinkles.
Somewhat auntie-ish, but as for everybody got introduced. They all got a good amount of spotlight on them.
Everyone got like screen time, but like the thing is like this main focus of this movie is what Captain America is doing, and to me, he is the protagonist. Okay, but like there are other things going on too, but like he is the protagonist. It's about him and like Bucky and protecting Bucky. So it must
from Tony, from the government, and Baron Zemo, the villain. Wow, he's not. I think he's the best villain so far, even though he's not that complex.
True.
He's not too jokey. He's not over the top dark. He's just insane.
He's just simple.
He's just insane.
He has one goal in mind. He's like, I am going to tear the Avengers apart.
Because I lost my...
By making them fight each other. Simple, straightforward plan. Alright? I mean, the ways he goes about it are pretty complicated and a little out there, not going to lie.
But it's to the master manipulator kind of tactic.
Yeah. So, in the end, he does get his job done. Otherwise, we wouldn't have this movie.
And then... visually, this movie is...
It feels like a comic book.
It does.
But
there are many...
It feels like a comic book, but in a more logical sense.
Like, I could actually believe that Spider-Man was right in front of us in that kind of outfit, or T'Challa.
Yeah, it's like this is something Peter Parker would say. It's like to anyone. It's like, I've been in fights, but usually not this much talking involved. Right, sorry.
And also, there are moments where like, is this happening? Is this happening?
Oh, yes, there's a lot of hype moments in this film, but, that's a little spoilerish.
But then, let's see, the acting here, everybody, again, got a good chance.
Everyone is really good, you know what I mean? No one's talent is, wasted or gone away, but, like, everyone does a really good job, despite, like, how much screen time everyone gets.
Especially Tony, and especially...
Tony is still the same old child that we all know and love, okay?
Steve still trying to keep it together.
Yeah, Steve is still the good guy, alright? We have Bucky Bro.
Yeah,
he is officially known as Bucky Bro for reasons, okay? We have Bucky Bro. Well, basically, he's supposed to play this, this guy is suffering from a traumatic experience, you know what I mean? But even then, he still knows how to have fun, and he still...
At least in that one
moment. He shows that, yeah, Steve, you're still my friend and whatever.
The action in this was...
Okay, hang on,
all of the fight scene.
Let's wait. Okay? We're going through everyone. There is a long list of characters. I don't think you understand how much characters.
Well, let's just try to go with the major ones, so that way.
Falcon.
Falcon,
awesome,
still
dude.
pretty good.
Elizabeth Olsen is still beautiful. Okay, that's all we need to say. She's got us. Anyway, let's talk about like the two newcomers. Okay.
Two newcomers.
Peter Parker and Black Panther. Okay. Peter Parker.
It's still Peter.
I really love this guy. I mean, granted,
he's not too dorky where he looks pathetic, but he's still adorable.
He feels like a kid.
He does.
And like this whole mature Civil War-esque kind of thing. He is the light-hearted guy that's like, look, man, I'm just here because Tony Stark asked me to be here, and he just gave me this upgrade.
And he did a really good job on his first day out with the team. Holy crap, this kid.
Dude, Spider-Man
is
a pretty effective mofo.
Although, nice. But yeah, let's see who else. And T'Challa. Wow. If I could describe T'Challa...
Holy crap.
I'd say this guy is a hunter.
This guy is crazy. In the good way. But like, holy crap.
He's a pure hunter.
Here's the thing about me, alright? I don't know a whole lot about Black Panther. I know the basics, alright? He's the king of Wakanda, such and such.
He's a superhero.
I inherited this from the family lineage, okay? But like, holy crap.
By seeing...
The things that he does in this movie, holy crap, are awesome, yeah.
And that's what I love about these movies. Some people don't know these characters at all most of the time.
Yeah,
but then
they get introduced and then they understand.
And love them.
They understand. And plus, the big thing is that they understand why they're there. It's not just like, we're talking about it again, alright?
Yeah.
It's not just like, hey guys, I'm still in the movie, or, what's her name? Lois is just constantly in trouble. These guys are there for their reasons.
And also, there's a lot of homages to these characters, even to the story, that don't feel forced, that have perfect timing. If you're a comic book person, you are going to smile at all of the symbolism that is put in here.
Also, for those of you wondering, General Ross is still an asshole.
Yep. It's very clear that, yeah,
Well, the
I could
thing
see
is-
why Tony wanted it, but
Yeah, I mean,
it's very clear that...
here's the thing about General Ross, though. I mean, the thing is, he's had experience with the Hulk. I mean, it's like, on one hand, you can't blame him, but on the other hand, you know, if you know the Hulk story, he's still kind of an asshole.
He is.
But that's how he is. You know what I mean? And the fact that he is forwarding this makes it even better, in my opinion.
At least for his character.
It fits his character perfectly. You know what I mean? The only things that kind of have me a little questioned out, right, is that there is no Pepper Potts in this movie.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. And the second thing is there's no Nick Fury in this movie.
Yeah. I would think he would take a part in this,
Yeah,
but
you
I guess he
figured.
still needs to stay undercover or something.
I don't know exactly what happened, but I mean, just saying, you know, that's a thing. You know what I mean?
But it's still, this is like a big cast, and
Yeah,
wow.
it feels like a third Avengers-esque kind of movie. You know what I mean? And
They're tearing the family apart.
overall, though, it was a really good movie, in my opinion. It's like, if you want to watch a superhero versus superhero movie,
This is
and you
really-
want to see a good one, this is definitely it.
And-
It's not like BVS where you can, it's either or, you're either going to like it or not. This is actually how it's done, in my opinion. On
And-
basic level.
And the pacing, I could actually digest every single scene in here.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't feel like it's going too fast.
I mean, like,
it's long,
Yeah,
but not too long.
the thing is, it has to tell a very long story. And I think it's still did it under part-time,
Under 2 hours.
I
actually.
want to see at or under 2 hours. One of the two, at or under.
I mean,
Okay.
it might require a couple of watches, but that's worth.
If you want
it's worth it.
If you want to catch all the details.
It's worth it.
However, though, again, like I said, this movie is able to tell their story,
Introduce new characters.
introduce new characters, and give us the basic summary. You know what I mean? When it's needed.
And also, it does provide a dilemma, you know, with them, a very political-based, very concrete dilemma on why they're being torn apart. And I did feel genuinely worried about all of them.
Okay, all right. So now that we talked about all that,
Yeah.
Overall-
Yeah, I would give this movie, based on visuals, writing, the characters, the acting, and overall the fun, the superhero factor.
yeah.
With that combined with the action, I really give this a good score, an
Oh, yeah.
amazing score.
I think this movie's really good too. So to me, it's just
It's like
totally
a must
watch it. Definitely worth it. Anyway,
Mevis.
huh?
Nothing.
Okay. I don't know what to say. Anyway,